Yo, what is up everybody? It's your channel Travel Trek and we are back with another video. This time we're going international, packing our bags and jumping on a plane because we're headed to the heart of Europe, a country that's bursting with history, culture and some seriously stunning scenery. That's right, we're talking about the Czech Republic. I've always been fascinated by those charming European towns you see in postcards with cobblestone streets, towering castles, and this magical old world atmosphere. And let me tell you, the Czech Republic is like stepping right into one of those postcards. So buckle up, because we're about to embark on an epic journey through the top 10 places you absolutely cannot miss in the Czech Republic. And trust me, by the end of this video, you're going to be booking your tickets faster than I can say checkmate. Let's do this. First up, we're kicking things off in Prague, the capital city, and let me tell you, this place is like something out of a fairy tale. We're talking Gothic architecture, cobblestone streets that seem to wind on forever, and this captivating, almost mystical atmosphere. Now, you can't come to Prague and not walk across the Charles Bridge. This iconic bridge over the Vltava River is like a symbol of the city. Imagine this. You're walking across, the sun is setting, casting this golden glow over the city, and you're surrounded by street performers, artists, and these incredible statues lining the bridge. It's a whole vibe. And speaking of iconic, get ready to be blown away by Prague Castle. This sprawling complex is actually a UNESCO World Heritage Site and is said to be the largest ancient castle in the world. Then you've got the Old Town Square, which is basically the beating heart of Prague. This is where you'll find the famous astronomical clock, a masterpiece of medieval engineering. Every hour, crowds gather to watch the clock's intricate display of moving figures come to life. Next up, we're traveling to a town that feels like it's straight out of a storybook. We're talking about Český Krumlov, a small but incredibly charming town in South Bohemia. The star of the show here is undoubtedly the Český Krumlov Castle. Picture this, a majestic castle perched on a hilltop overlooking the winding Vltava River and a town filled with colorful houses with terracotta roofs. It's the kind of place that makes you want to pinch yourself. The whole town has this magical atmosphere. Take a walk along the cobblestone streets, cross the picturesque bridges and soak in the beauty. Rent a kayak and paddle down the Vltava River for a different perspective. Feeling adventurous? Try whitewater rafting for an unforgettable experience. Get ready to relax and rejuvenate because our next stop is Karlovy Vary, a spa town in Western Czech Republic that's famous for its healing mineral springs. Now, when I say spa town, I don't just mean a couple of massage parlors. Karlovy Vary is like the OG spa town, with a history dating back to the 14th century. We're talking grand colonnades, elegant spa houses, and 13 mineral springs, each with its own unique healing properties. The most famous spring is the hot spring, which shoots scalding hot water 12 meters into the air. You can't swim in this one, but you can drink the mineral water from special porcelain cups, which are sold everywhere in the town. Apparently, it's good luck to drink the water from the spout of the cup while thinking of something you want to come true. But Karlovy Vary is not just about the water. Hold on to your hats, because our next destination is not for the faint of heart. We're heading to Kutná Hora, a town with a fascinating history and a slightly macabre side. Kutná Hora was once a wealthy silver mining town, and its wealth is evident in its stunning architecture, particularly the St. Barbara's Church. This Gothic masterpiece is a sight to behold, with its intricate facades, soaring towers, and breathtaking interior. It's so impressive that it's actually a UNESCO World Heritage Site. But the main attraction in Kutná Hora, and the reason most people visit, is the Sedlec ossuary, also known as the Bone Church. This small Roman Catholic chapel is decorated with the bones of over 40,000 people. Next up, we're heading to Brno, the second largest city in the Czech Republic, and a city that often gets overlooked, which is a shame because it has so much to offer. Brno is a vibrant city with a modern feel, but it also has a rich history dating back to the 11th century. You'll find a mix of architectural styles here, from Gothic and Renaissance to functionalist and modern. One of the most impressive sites in Brno is the Spielberg Castle, a 13th century fortress that sits atop a hill overlooking the city. The castle has served many purposes throughout its history, including a royal residence, a prison, and now a museum. The views from the castle are incredible, especially at night when the city lights twinkle below. Another must-see in Brno is the Cathedral of St. Peter and Paul, a stunning Gothic cathedral with twin towers that dominate the city skyline. Get ready to be charmed because our next stop is Olomouc, a city in Moravia that's known for its beautiful historical center, its lively student population, and its delicious cheese. The heart of Olomouc is its magnificent main square, which is home to the Holy Trinity Column, a UNESCO World Heritage Site. This towering Baroque monument is a masterpiece of sculpture and architecture, and it's said to be the largest plague column in the world. But the main square is also home to other impressive sites, including the Olomouc astronomical clock, which is a bit different from the one in Prague. This clock, which dates back to the 15th century, features a socialist realist design and depicts scenes of working-class life. Every hour, the clock comes to life with a procession of figures representing different professions. Olomouc is also a university city, which means it has a youthful and vibrant atmosphere. There are plenty of cafes, bars, and restaurants catering to students, and the nightlife here is surprisingly lively. Calling all beer lovers, our next stop is Pilsen, the fourth largest city in the Czech Republic and the birthplace of the original Pilsner Urquell beer. If you're a fan of Pilsner beer, then a visit to the Pilsner Urquell brewery is an absolute must. This historic brewery has been producing beer since 1842, and you can take a tour to learn about the brewing process, see the historic cellars, and of course, sample the beer. But Pilsen is not just about beer. The city also has a beautiful historical centre with a large main square dominated by the Gothic St. Bartholomew's Cathedral. Climb the cathedral's tower for stunning views of the city. Get ready to be amazed by the raw beauty of the Czech Republic as we head to Bohemian Switzerland National Park, a region of sandstone cliffs, gorges and forests that will take your breath away. The park is named after Swiss artists who visited in the 18th and 19th centuries and were reminded of their homeland. And trust me, the scenery here is just as dramatic and awe-inspiring as anything you'd find in the Alps. The most famous site in Bohemian Switzerland is the Prague Castle, a natural sandstone arch that's one of the most unique rock formations in Europe. The arch is massive, spanning over 26 meters, and it's a popular spot for hiking and rock climbing. But the park is also home to other incredible natural wonders like the Edmund Gorge, where you can take a boat trip through a narrow canyon with towering sandstone walls, or hike to the top of the Mariina Vidlička, a lookout point that offers panoramic views of the park. Prepare to step back in time as we visit Telk, a small town in the South Moravian region that's known for its remarkably well-preserved Renaissance architecture. The heart of Telka is its picturesque town square, which is surrounded by colourful houses with gables and arcades, creating a harmonious and almost surreal atmosphere. The entire town square is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and it's easy to see why. Take a stroll through the square, admire the details of the Renaissance architecture, and imagine what life must have been like here centuries ago. You can almost hear the clip-clop of horses' hooves on the cobblestones and the chatter of merchants in the marketplace. One of the most impressive buildings in Telsey is the Telsey Chateau, a Renaissance masterpiece that was originally a Gothic castle before being transformed in the 16th century. Our final stop takes us to Trebon, a town in South Bohemia that's known for its serene atmosphere, its beautiful fish ponds, and its historic castle. Trebon is located in a region that's often called the Czech Canada because of its abundance of forests and lakes. It's the perfect place to escape the hustle and bustle of city life and reconnect with nature. One of the main attractions in Trebon is the Trebon Castle, a Renaissance castle that's surrounded by a moat and a beautiful park. The castle has a rich history dating back to the 14th century, and it's now home to a museum and a gallery. But the real stars of Trebon are its fish ponds, which were created in the Middle Ages and are now a UNESCO Biosphere Reserve. The fish ponds are home to a variety of fish species, as well as birds and other wildlife. And there you have it, folks. The Czech Republic in all its glory, from the fairy tale castles to the vibrant cities, the spooky ossuaries to the peaceful nature escapes. This country has something to offer every kind of traveler. I hope this video inspired you to add the Czech Republic to your travel bucket list. And if it did, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any of our future adventures. Now, I want to hear from you. Which of these incredible places are you most excited to visit? Or maybe you have a favorite spot in the Czech Republic that I didn't mention. Let me know in the comments below, and let's keep the travel inspiration flowing. Until next time, keep exploring. Peace out.